Let me say something very honestly. Two patients can undergo the same surgery, same hospital, same surgeon. One recovers smoothly and the other struggles. And the difference often comes down to what happened before the surgery, not during it. Most patients walk into surgery quiet, anxious, and hoping for the best. But the patients who do the best are the ones who ask the right questions before. Today, I want to give you 5 questions you should always ask before any abdominal surgery, whether it's gallbladder removal, hernia repair, colon surgery, or anything else. If you are planning surgery for yourself or for someone you love, this video matters. My name is Dr. Daniel Serralta, and I am a colorectal and abdominal surgeon. And over the past 20+ years, I've observed something very clear. Patients who are involved in their own care recover better, faster, and with fewer complications. So let's talk about the questions that truly make a difference in outcomes. Question 1. What are the possible complications of this surgery? This is the first question, and honestly, the most important one. Every surgery, small or big, has risks: bleeding, infection, delayed healing, but some surgeries have specific complications that you need to understand before you consent. Not to scare you, but to prepare you. Because when patients know what's normal and what's not, they recover with far less anxiety. Ask your surgeon which complications are common, which ones are rare, and what signs should you watch for after surgery. Clarity reduces fear. Fear delays recovery. Question 2. Why do I need this surgery? What are the real benefits? This question changes everything. Do I need surgery? But why this surgery? What problem is it fixing? Pain, infection, cancer, future complications? Sometimes surgery is urgent. Sometimes it's preventive. Sometimes it's merely optional. You deserve to understand what improves if you do the surgery and what doesn't improve if you don't. A confident patient heals better than a confused one. Question 3. Are there non-surgical or less invasive alternatives? This is a big one. Not every abdominal condition needs surgery. In some cases, medications may help, lifestyle changes may work. For example, certain stones or inflammatory conditions can be treated without surgical approach. Ask clearly, is surgery the only option or is it the best option? Good surgeons don't feel threatened by this question, they respect it. Question 4. What happens if I choose not to do the surgery? This is the question most patients forget. What if you wait? What if you delay? What if you say no? Sometimes waiting is safe, sometimes it's dangerous. Your surgeon should explain what worsens if surgery is delayed, what risks increase over time, and whether waiting affects long-term outcomes. This helps you make a decision. Not from fear, but from understanding. Question 5. What type of anesthesia will I receive and how does it affect me? Anesthesia matters more than people realize. Regional anesthesia, sedation, each has benefits and risks depending on your weight, your lung health, sleep apnea, smoking history, and heart conditions. Some patients recover faster with certain anesthesia approaches. You should know how you will feel after surgery, whether nausea, grogginess, or breathing issues are expected, and how your pain will be controlled. Recovery doesn't start after surgery, it starts before it. Let me share something important. The patient who does the best after surgery is not the youngest, or the strongest, or the healthiest. It is the patient who is prepared. Patients who stop smoking before surgery, improve nutrition and protein intake, control diabetes, and build even small amounts of strength. All of this improves healing. After all, surgery is a controlled injury, and your body needs reserves to recover. Whenever it's appropriate, minimally invasive surgery, like laparoscopic, can reduce pain, lower infection risks, shorten hospital stay, and speed up return to normal life. But it's not right for everyone. That's why conversations matter a lot. If you remember only one thing from this video, remember this. Good outcomes start with good questions. Never feel rushed, never feel embarrassed, never feel like you are asking too much. Your surgeon should welcome your questions, because an informed patient is a safer patient. If you found this helpful, share it with someone who may be facing surgery soon. And if you have questions about abdominal or colorectal procedures, leave them in the comments. I'll see you in the next video, and thanks for watching.